Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we are taking a look at another really fun spice pick in the Great League. As you guys know, GIBLE Community Day was today, so we were able to get a ton of XL candies, and before I evolved it to a Master League Garchomp, I did want to try out a level 50 GIBLE in the Great League. And I ended up doing a lucky trade with a lucky friend in town and was able to get a 93 IV, so I decided to pull the trigger and make a level 50 GIBLE. And for the moveset, I was running Mud Shot, Dig, and Body Slam. So it has the Mud Shot, Body Slam spam, and I paired it with an Empoleon and an Altaria to see how it performed and if, in fact, people do need to be building a level 50 GIBLE for the Great League. Picking up a rough lead here in Galvantula, we safe swap into our Altaria and we bait out a Frostlass. This is really rough for us. We are hard countered on the lead and hard countered on the safe swap. So this is really unfortunate. So we are going to come back in with the Empoleon, and so long as we can correctly shield the Shadow Ball, we should be able to farm down and leave with a move loaded to threaten the Galvantula. We're able to farm down, which is great. Galvantula does not have a move, so we are able to get off this Hydro Cannon. This will be doing a ton of damage, so it gets a shield, and now we swap into GIBLE, and GIBLE is so incredibly spammy. Mud Shot, Body Slam spam is real, and the Body Slam does a nice chunk of damage. They bring out a Diggersby, and even though Dig gets stabbed, Dig is a horrible move, so I'm just going to be going for the Body Slam spam against this Diggersby. Fire Punch is not going to take me out because of my Dragon typing. GIBLE is very glassy, but a Fire Punch is not going to be taking this out. They have to Earthquake. I decided to let this go. I need to save the shield for the Empoleon because the Galvantula has a move stored. And they throw right away. I know this is just a Fire Punch, so I can safely let that go. And now we're able to commit to the farm down, which is huge. We have a move loaded. We lose CMP, but we are going to be able to shield this up. And then we are going to be able to get off a Hydro Cannon, which is going to land, take out the Galvantula, and give us the game. So my opponent opted to go for a Fire Punch, but they didn't build up to the Earthquake to bait it, so I was able to successfully call the bait and win the game. All right, hopping into the next match here, Empoleon into a Shadow Nidoqueen. So right off the bat, a great lead for us. They save swap into Jellicent, and we're going to counter swap into our Altaria. At this point, I really have to trust in the fact they don't have Ice Beam, and they do not. That is very big for us. That's huge. So they have Shadow Ball and Bubble Beam. So we should be in an okay situation here. We do get a shield with the Sky Attack, and we're able to get off a second Sky Attack. Unfortunately, we do lose CMP there. We're going to shield up, and of course, they bait with a Bubble Beam. You really hate to see it. That is definitely unfortunate. Sky Attack comes through and they commit 2 shields, so they are very invested in winning switch advantage here. And at this point, I'm figuring that I'd rather take shield advantage and farm up a ton of energy on Empoleon, because Empoleon with energy and shields can flip a lot of negative matchups. They go for a Bubble Beam bait, which is really unfortunate, and they try and go for the Shadow Ball, but we're able to farm them down. It all depends what is in the back, and it's a Granbull. Oh my goodness. So they only had 1 Empoleon counter, so they made a huge mistake by switching out. They definitely wanted to stay in. They switch into the Shadow Nidoqueen. I'm going to go for the Hydro Cannon here. Since I'm debuffed, this probably won't KO. It's going to get it very low. I'm going to hop into the GIBLE. 1 Mud Shot takes it out. The Granbull comes in, and we're able to get off a Body Slam. And not a sight you'll see every day by any means. GIBLE taking out a Granbull and winning a game in the Great League. All right, hopping to the next match. A really nice lead in Ariados. We absolutely wall this thing. They bring out a Sableye, and I am going to be going for the Hydro Cannon. Unfortunately, I believe this is CMP. As you're going to see here, I do try and switch into the Altaria, but I can't because we are switch locked in. My thinking here is these waterfalls do a lot. So I should throw some waterfalls, get it low, and then switch into the Altaria to catch the charge move. This is just going to be a foul play, and we can safely tank 2 foul plays as they're not going to be able to get to a return before we can farm all the way down. So they have Ariados, and what's in back? It's a Galarian Stunfisk. Okay. I'm glad that we're seeing this here, as this works out pretty well. At least we know of the Stunfisk's existence while the Empoleon is still alive. That's very important, and the Empoleon is 1 waterfall off of a Hydro Cannon, which is very helpful. We are 100% letting this go. Rock Slide comes through. Again, that's not going to kill us. They bring out the Ariados. We're just able to get to a Sky Attack, which is very nice. And now we're actually going to bail into the GIBLE. It's GIBLE time. We're going to catch a lunge. How much does a lunge do from Ariados? Oh my goodness, that does a lot. All right, we're going to start spamming out these body slams. Gible is made of paper. The body slam does a nice chunk of damage even when debuffed, though. We're able to get off another body slam here. Gible is so spammy, and we're able to take them out. Stunfisk throws right away. If this is a Rock Slide, this won't KO. Rock Slide doesn't KO. And we're going to be able to get to a dig before they farm down. Come on, get to the dig, and they throw. This is perfect for us. We're in a really good spot. They're forced to throw energy, and now we're able to get to a move on our Empoleon, and this is going to be taking them out and allowing us to win the game. That is 3 games in a row victories with Gible. You love to see it. All right, Empoleon into Mew. And this is a very interesting lead, as they often have Wild Charge, which hurts quite a bit, but they're often somewhat reluctant to throw it, as it is, of course, going to be lowering their defense. They throw. I'm going to shield this up, expecting the Wild Charge, but it turns out to be a Flame Charge. Interesting. So I am going to keep farming up here, and at this point, I'm able to get the Waterfall through, so I'm very fine with shielding up this Flame Charge, and I was going to commit to the farm down. They safe swap Diggersby. I make a huge mistake by throwing. Definitely should not have done that, because Altaria has an incredibly dominant matchup. So what I should have done was save the energy, come into Altaria, and then I probably could have farmed all the way down, as Diggersby is absolutely helpless in this matchup, so that is really unfortunate. They're coming back in with the Mew, probably just to make me throw my energy, which makes quite a bit of sense, to be honest. And they have a Nidoqueen in the back, so a very cool Mew double ground strategy. I like that team quite a bit. Unfortunately, my Mew is currently running Surf Wild Charge, but that's one I should definitely check out. I'm only getting to 1 move, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. It is the heavier hitting move, of course, and we are able to get the shield. They're going to farm down, but we have our Gible in the back. And we're going to come in with the Empoleon to force them to throw the Earth Power. And Gible comes in, and Gible gets to that body slam in absolutely no time. And that's going to secure our 4th win in a row with level 50 Gible. Oh my goodness. Hop into the 5th game. Can we make it a clean sweep? Terrible lead in Metacham. We're going to save swap into Altaria. Oh no, and they have a Wigglytuff. All right, things are looking absolutely terrible in Game 5, but we're going to fight back. We are able to get the shield, which is nice, and if they charm down, we should be able to get to another Sky Attack. We are able to get to the Sky Attack here, which is great. That does a solid chunk of damage. They are going to be able to get to a move. It's probably just going to be the Ice Beam, but Empoleon is so glassy in the Great League that I probably have to shield this anyway, unfortunately. So I am going to shield up the Ice Beam. May have been a mistake, probably could have kept those 2 shields, but I did want to preserve health on the Empoleon, as these counters are really going to hurt. We're going straight for the Drill Peck here, trying to do some nice, super effective damage, and they shield. That's really rough for us. We're going to hop in with the Gible and start spamming out these body slams. Come on, Gible. You got this, buddy. Oh, man, Metacham is so bulky, and they have an Umbreon in the back, and unfortunately, Gible is just going to get out-bulked here, and this is a definite downside to Gible. Is Gible. I love him. He's adorable, but oh my goodness. The stat product is very low. As you can see, he's 1200 some CP, and he just gets really outbulked by a lot of Pokemon. As you can see, even a Foul Play from Umbreon, which doesn't hit hard at all, does so much damage. At this point, I'm recognizing that my only win con is probably to farm down, and there's basically no chance of that happening, as they're going to throw here, and I'm fully expecting them, once they get the shield, to switch in with the Metacham. I try and throw the Drill Peck, but unfortunately, since the Waterfall went through, I wasn't able to tap my move, and they're able to Psychic me and take the win. So very, very well played there by my opponent. Really nice job of piggybacking charge moves to guarantee the victory. As you can see here, it does show the 4-1. All right, so besides that, we do have a couple extra battles outside of that set, picking up a really nice lead here, Empoleon into Slurpuff. And this is great for us, safe swapping into a Mawile, so a very, very interesting pick, but Mawile is a great matchup for our Gible. So we're going to bring in the Gible here. The only thing we have to watch for is the Play Rough. They built up enough for it, so I am going to shield. and we're able to shield the play rough. That's huge. We're going to over farm up to 100 energy and go for the dig. Come on, big dig here. Let's go. We land the dig. That's huge. Slurpuff comes back in. We're able to get to a body slam to get some nice chip damage, and that's why I farmed up to 100, was so I could get that body slam off to get some chip damage. I am waiting my clock here because I didn't switch out right away when they did. So our clocks are a bit misaligned, but I'm able to fix that. They have a Hypno in the back, and we're in a pretty good position here if they don't have Ice Punch. Moment of truth, Thunder Punch. Not a lot of people are running Ice Punch these days that I've seen, so that works out pretty well for us. We make sure to time our Sky Attack very carefully, so that way we aren't letting any extra confusions through, and we should be in an okay spot. Again, Thunder Punch, that's fine. And we're going to commit to the farm down. We leave with the Sky Attack, and we're in a really good position to close out this game. Sky Attack will be getting that final shield, and then we're going to be able to come in with the Empoleon, and my opponent concedes the match. So able to get another Gible win. You love to see it. Hopping into the next match here and picking up a terrible lead versus a Galvantula. So we are going to safe swap into the Altaria, and they're actually going to throw into the Altaria. My guess is probably just a lunge to debuff me to secure the secondary matchup. And they are going to come in with a Defense Deoxys. So honestly, a matchup that they probably could have won without throwing the lunge, but that works for me. If they're wanting to waste energy, that's totally fine. They're going to be going for a Rock Slide here. Rock Slide comes through. Looks like doesn't quite KO us. Can we get to a move? We just cannot. They're able to counter down. That's really unfortunate. I'm going to come in with the Empoleon. I am going to need to commit a shield because the Thunderbolt would hurt quite a bit, but I can farm down and leave with a nice amount of energy, which should allow me to help get that shield back. So we've seen Galvantula and Defense Deoxys, and they come in with a Wish Cache. So very interesting. They're opting to switch alignment, but this honestly works pretty well for me. And they opt to catch onto their Galvantula, so a very, very interesting play there. And they decide to shield, and suddenly we have the alignment that we wanted, as we want Gible lined up with the Galvantula. Lunges will hurt quite a bit, but as you can see, these Volt Switches are doing absolutely nothing to us. So we are going to have to actually shield up the lunge, because we've seen previously how much damage that does. And now we're going to be going for another body slam here, and they should be receiving the energy for the charge move right now, but they overtap and we're able to farm down. This is huge. Okay, shields are down. We have a chance. Gible's going to start spamming out these body slams like crazy. Come on, Gible. They're building up to the blizzard. They don't get there. We're able to get to another body slam. Will this be enough? Gets them low, and we're able to snipe with a waterfall and win the game. So an incredibly close game, able to clutch it out. Next match is up against Fraggin' Wagon, a fellow content creator and Twitch streamer, so very cool to battle them. I'm going to swap into my Altaria, and they're going to bring out a Skarmory, and at this point, I know what the line is. They're more than likely running Mew, Skarmory, and Scrafty. I believe the line popularized by Asian Milkman. I could be wrong on that, though. So they have a ton of stored energy on their Mew, and this is tough because if they have a Scrafty, I really want my Altaria lined up against it, and I'm not going to be able to get that alignment. And this is a losing matchup for Altaria, as they're able to get to a move. Here, switch advantage doesn't really help me, so I'm going to let this go, come in with Empoleon, and farm down and get an energy lead, as they're probably bringing in the Scrafty. Scrafty comes in, and I throw after 2 waterfalls so they don't get a free counter. Drill Peck, we get the shield, 1 more waterfall, and we're able to get off another Drill Peck. And if I switch now, I should be able to defer the counter onto Gible, which I do, and we're able to catch the Power-Up Punch onto Gible. But as you can see, even a Power-Up Punch really adds up on Gible, unfortunately. We're going to be spamming out these body slams, but Scrafty has some solid bulk to it. So you can see, and they actually let that go. They come in with the Mew, and they're able to throw. So very nice job holding onto that Mew energy, and now trying to use it to snipe the Gible. I'm going to be firing back with a Body Slam. Unfortunately, Body Slam is not enough to take them out, so I am going to shield this up as well. They have the Surf, and I'm going to switch into Empoleon to farm down, and they throw with the Scrafty, and because they knew that a charge move from Empoleon would kill them, whereas unfortunately this Body Slam, it's going to come close, but GIBLE just doesn't quite have the attack stat to take out Scrafty. So a very good game to Frag and Wagon there. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite able to overcome. Off into the next match here, a pretty nice lead. Empoleon into Galarian Stunfisk. They're going to save swap into Sableye. Here I'm going to switch into Altaria after getting a bunch of waterfall damage in. That works out okay for me at the very least. They're going to be throwing a foul play. And they're going to be throwing another charge move here. And I'm going to let this go. And I'm going to be building up and throwing a Sky Attack. And let's see if we can take them out, or if the Sableye does decide to commit the shield, and they do, so the opponent is gunning for switch advantage, which they're able to achieve. That's not great for me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with Empoleon, and I'm going to tank whatever they throw at me, which is a foul play. That hurts quite a bit, but now I leave with quite a bit of energy, and it all depends what they have in the back. It's almost assuredly a Venusaur. And in comes the Venusaur. Yes, the Venusaur Stunfisk core is very popular. And now we're going to trust in GIBLE. And look at how fast it gets to those Body Slams, though. Oh my goodness. Body Slams spamming out like crazy. Unfortunately, just cannot Mud Shot down. That's really rough. They go for the Frenzy Plant and they switch out. It's a Galarian Stunfisk. We're building up energy. I think I have to bait to win this. So we're going to go for the Body Slam here. And they call the bait. No. Oh, this is really rough. I'm pretty sure they're going to go for the nuke. So I shielded up. And they bait me. And now I just have to go for the dig. Maybe I'm baiting again. Come on. Please land. And it lands. The Stunfisk didn't respect the GIBLE. And it dug its own grave. Let's go. All right. And up against a Shadow Swampert. Our waterfalls are chunking here, and we are going to swap into the Altaria. Unfortunately, not quite able to catch the Hydro Cannon, so we are going to have to eat a Sludge Wave. And they bring out a Nidoqueen, so a very interesting call to Sludge prior to switching out, because Nidoqueen does have a positive matchup versus Altaria, so it almost feels redundant to Sludge first. Like, yes, they do get to farm down, but those Dragon Breaths add up, and now they're down a shield. I'm going to hop in with the Empoleon, and they're almost assuredly baiting here. I do have to respect the Earth Power, though. And, ooh, actually, they go for the Earth Power, and here I'm going to try and undercharge. So they actually went for the nuke move. Very interesting, and were able to farm down. And they have a Medicham, and things are looking rough. They bring out the Swampert. Okay. How much does this Body Slam do? Body Slam actually gets a shield. Shadow Swampert afraid of GIBLE confirmed. And now here I need to do 4 Mud Shots and throw on the 4th right before they get to another charge move, so I can get off a Body Slam onto the Medicham and hopefully get it into Drill Peck range. And we're able to get off the Body Slam. This is big, and we're really wanting this to be CMP. We get it off. It's CMP. Okay. And now, with the waterfalls, I'm really hoping that waterfalls plus a Drill Peck will be enough. They get to another charge move. This should just be a power-up punch. We should be okay there. It's a power-up punch. We survive it. Under tap. Go for the Drill Peck. Is this going to be enough to take out the Medicham and give us a win? It is! We're able to get the win! Let's go! So in conclusion, do you need a level 50 GIBLE in the Great League? I'm going to have to say no. It's a ton of fun to use, but it's very, very, underpowered for the Great League. Maybe when level 60 comes around, it could have some viability, but for now, it's just a really, really fun spice pick. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.